Dear students, today we will be discussing Pigot's theory of moral development. This theory was propounded by Jean Piaget. He studied children of the age group of 5 to 10 years and above 10 years and just ignored children below the age of 5 because he thought that they are not in a position to reason much. And the claim of this theory is that morality is a developmental process. It does not remain fixed. It changes as children grow. And then he focused on moral reasoning of children. He was not much bothered about what children do. Rather, he was to see how they think and what they think. He used to observe children while playing and by just telling them stories. Like first story, let's see. A young boy steals 12 apples from an orchard while his friend could steal only 9. Piaget used to state such short stories to children and used to get their answers, and then he would ask them what was the reason for their answer. That reasoning was the basis of his theory. Like second story, let's see. A boy sitting with his friend said that yesterday he saw a dog which was as big as horse. Another friend said, not a big thing. The other day he saw a dog which was as big as an elephant. Now he would just narrate these two stories to the children, say to the children of the age group of 5 to 10 years, and then he would expect answers from them. Like he would ask the children about who was more bad in first case. And children would say that the first boy. Why? He would ask them, tell me the reason why children have responded that first child is bad. Then children would tell him that he's bad as he stole more apples. In the same way, he would ask the children who is the worst liar. Who is the worst liar in the second case? The children would answer that the second boy is worst liar. Why? Because he has compared dog with an elephant, and since elephant is bigger in size, so he is the worst liar. Now the reason is that the children measure seriousness of stealing in the first case with the number. The one who stole more apples is more bad, and in the second case, seriousness of lie is measured in terms of size of departure from the truth. Like the second boy's lie was bigger in size. Why? Because elephant's size is bigger. So on the basis of this, he said that children between the age of 5 to 10 have heteronomous morality. That means it is directed by others. Morality is obedience to rules or laws made by others for children who fall within the age group of 5 to 10 years. These rules are absolute and unchanging. Behavior is bad if you don't follow to these rules, and punishment will automatically flow if you behave in a bad manner. Here, child's cognitive structure is egocentric, whereby he is not able to take into account his own viewpoint, and moral realism is associated with just objective responsibility, that is, we are to follow rules. Children of this age group, they think that there are certain rules and they have to obey these rules, and if they will not obey these rules, then they will get a punishment. Children think that rules are made by outsiders, and these rules are made by outsiders means maybe by their parents, maybe by their teachers, maybe by God, and therefore they are powerless. They don't have any power. Just authority flows from top to bottom and they just have to obey. From top to bottom means either their parents have told them to do like that, or the teachers have told them to do like that, or God has told them to do like that, and they are powerless. They cannot change those rules. This powerlessness and egocentrism makes morality heteronomous. The second type of morality which Piaget talks of is for the children who are above the age of 10 years. He says that as child enters into the another stage of cognitive structure, his appreciation towards morality changes. His view, he views situation from others' point of view. His cognitive structure is altruistic, not egocentric, altruistic. He feels that there is no absolute wrong and or right. Rules don't come from divine like sources like parents, God, or teachers. They are designed by people and they can be changed as per circumstances. So he is not powerless. If he feels that these rules can be changed, he can change them. So this power to change and altruism makes morality autonomous. That means he is in a position to view the situation and he wants to seek social cooperation, moral cooperation, wants to be good in eyes of others. So he wants that if I am to obey the rule, that is fine. But if the situation demands that rule can be violated, so I can violate that rule. So this is called autonomous morality. So children of the age group of 5 to 10, they have heteronomous morality, and once they grow, they have autonomous morality. They take the things from their own point of view. Now let us see another story. There is a little girl, Mary, who wants to give surprise to her mom by just altering and making something different with her mom's dress. She doesn't know how to use a scissor, and in the effort, she made a big hole in mom's dress. There is another girl called Margaret who took mom's scissor from the cupboard, played with it, and since she did not know how to use it, cut a small hole in her mom's dress while playing with the scissor. Now, if you will ask the children who are in the age group of 5 to 10 years as to who is the naughtier of the two, Mary or Margaret, the response will be Mary. Why? Because she has made a bigger hole in mom's dress. While if you will ask the children of the age group 10 or more, they may consider intentions and might respond that Margaret is the naughtier. Why? Because the intentions of Mary were good. So they can give the opposite answer because they can consider their own point of view. They can consider intentions. Similarly, let us see another story. Suppose there are two children who stole apples from the orchard. One was caught and thrashed by the owner while the other ran away. While running, he jumped the log and the place was slippery, so he fell and his leg broke. Now, if you will ask from children in the age group of 5 to 10 years, they will say that the child broke his leg because he stole apples. Nature or God is a policeman. He sees everything, so he got punished. So he got punished for that, for stealing. While if you will ask the same question from the children who are in the above 10 years age category, they might argue that place was slippery, so he fell and broke his leg. So the children in these two categories give different reasons, and their moral reasoning has changed, rather developed over a period of time. So Piaget concludes that moral reasoning changes with child's cognitive stage and his interaction with adults and environment. Thank you so much.